Namaste friends, I am Smita Shindgikar and today we are going to see how to propagate plants in water. There are many plant species which we can propagate in water, but to name a few, I would say that the pothos is one of the most popular plants which we can propagate in water. Syngonium is another such species which is very popular for growing in bottles or in water. Aglaonema is another species which we can easily grow in water. This is the neon pothos. Besides this, a few succulents like the jade plant and the snake plant, we can propagate them in water too. So while propagating plants in water, we should always look for a few signs like plants, the stems of which have aerial roots like the pothos or the syngonium, they can be easily propagated in water. So look out for such plants which have aerial roots, specifically the pothos family, or the plants which we can easily grow on a moss stick are easily propagated in water. We can initially make them root, start their growth in water, and later on, once the roots develop, we can transplant them in water. So when we are propagating plants in water, first and foremost, we must keep in mind that the cutting which we are going to take should be from the tip, and it should have a few nodes which can produce new growth. Secondly, we should not keep all the leaves on a cutting, because more the leaves, the less are the chances of its success. So we should remove the lower leaves. Then at least 2 nodes should go into water. Some plants have nodes on at a longer distance. So for such plants, single node cuttings can also do, like the money plant, which we can propagate by just a single node also. But if we want a longer plant, we can use a longer stem. Money plant or the pothos is very easily propagated in water. So remove the basal leaves and then give the basal cut near the node. Cut it near the node, give a slant cut if possible, and money plant we can straight away put in water. So as soon as you give it a cut, put it in water. Don't keep too much of water in the pot, just enough to submerge 1 or 2 nodes. This is one cutting, then this is the second one. We can put 3 to 4 cuttings in a single jar or bottle and grow money plant. If they have cascading stems, all the more good, because it will cover your pot, it will cascade down, and you can display it in a beautiful way. This is another species of pothos which we will propagate as a single node cutting. We can take cuttings as small as this, give a cut near the basal tip where there is a node, remove a few leaves. Don't remove all the leaves, remove a few leaves. This helps the plant to be kept in water, plus the leaves will not be submerged in water. When you are propagating plants in water, see that none of the leaves go into the water. We can make small cuttings. Once these cuttings root, we can put them in soil. Just a single leaf will also be sufficient for this cutting. Basically, the plants which we propagate in water are very delicate. So we should keep a few leaves on them to produce their food. Water will give them the necessary nutrients, and the plant will produce root. Some plants produce roots very easily and very fast, whereas others will not produce roots so easily. Don't worry, the plant will show signs of rooting. Within say 8 to 10 days, you will see that roots have been formed on your cuttings. So at that time, we can transplant them into soil or let them grow in this water itself. Very secondly, we should keep on changing the water, say every week, so that mosquitoes should not breed. All these are indoor plants and we keep these plants inside our house, so mosquitoes can breed very easily. In order that mosquitoes do not breed, we should keep on changing the water every week. Mosquitoes take round about 10 to 12 days to breed. So within that period, if we change the water, then there is no issue of mosquitoes and we can grow a healthy plant. Very secondly, plant roots need oxygen. So this oxygen also comes from the water. The longer the water stays in the bottle, the less is the oxygen content. So we should change the water every week. This will help our plants to grow nicely. Now we will propagate a Syngonium plant. Now this is the Syngonium plant. It already has a few roots. So in order that it produces more roots, and we know that it is successful, we should propagate in water first. So give it a fresh cut while immersing it in water, and then put it in water and let them grow. This is another species of pothos, neon pothos, some call it lime and lemon pothos. There are various names given to it. It's a beautiful plant, indoor plant. It has beautiful fluorescent green foliage, so we can grow it indoors very easily on a moss stick. And I have one. I want to multiply it, and so I am going to propagate it this way and make more plants out of it. This Syngonium species is the pink lady. Of course, it's not showing the color at present, but once it grows fully, it will produce lovely pink color leaves. This is Syngonium polyphyllum species. There are many types of Syngonium. You get the green colored leaves, white leaves, then these are the variegated leaves, neon Syngonium, then you get fluorescent green colors, you get all shades of pinks, a little bit of reds in Syngonium. Any species which you like, you can propagate them in water. The leaves which we have cut off now, these will not go waste, friends. We can use them in flower arrangements or our floral rangolis. So nothing goes in waste in the garden. As you know, first and foremost, you can use them for flower arrangements. Secondly, we can compost them. If we don't use for all the two purposes, we can always use them as mulch. Leaves are very precious. All leaves are very helpful to a gardener, and one who is interested in gardening should definitely respect leaves and care for them. Now this is an Aglaonema plant which we can propagate in water. We can use this plant as an indoor plant also. It is very good oxygenator plant. It means it releases a lot of oxygen into your room. So we can plant these plants in small or large pots and keep them in our bedroom, our balconies, or wherever we can find place for them. Syngonium is also one of the oxygenator plants. Then Aglaonema is one. Pothos is also a oxygenator plant, and this Sansevieria or snake plant is also an oxygenator plant. There are different types of cuttings. So this Sansevieria specifically, it's a leaf cutting. We can make small pieces of leaves and use them for propagation. It's very easy to propagate Syngonium. Just remember the polarity, that is, the side which is towards the soil should go down and not up. So while making cuttings, keep this in mind, that you keep the leaf correctly and place them correctly in water. So we can get 4 cuttings out of this one single leaf. It means we can get 4 plants out of this single Syngonium leaf. We should immerse them correctly in water. Just a little bit portion of the leaf blade should be immersed in water. While propagating plants in water, just remember that in no condition should the leaves be in water. This is the jade plant, which we can use for preparing bonsai or lovely topiary. So for this jade plant also we need to remove the lower leaves. Remove the lower leaves and then place them in water. Give a fresh cut near the node. For successful rooting, we need to place the cut near the leaf base, but take care that the leaf node is not cut. The cut should be clean and near the base, so that more rooting can be induced in this particular portion. Just immerse the lower part in water. Give a fresh cut and place them in water. Friends, all these are indoor plants. This means that they can grow in shade or semi-shade, but these plants also need some sort of sunlight. Indirect sunlight will be sufficient, but we must provide them with indirect sunlight. Indirect sunlight will help these plants to grow. Plants need to prepare food. For that they need sunlight. This sunlight, we can provide these plants with the required sunlight from indirect sunlight in our room. Keep them not on a windowsill, but just near a window. This will help the plants to get sunlight and prepare their own food. Unless the plant prepares its food, it cannot grow. Some cuttings from these plants will produce roots in 7 to 8 days, some in 15 days, and some may take 30 to 40 days also. So since we have kept them in glass containers, we can easily see the root development in the glass. This is the advantage of propagating plants in water. Plus, if the cutting is going to be successful, the plant will remain healthy. We can see that the leaves are nice and fresh. If there is some problem with the plant or the water which we have used, or there is some organism growing into your water, the plant will show signs. It will droop. If your plant droops, then you can just replace it, remove the plant, the water, clean all the bottle, full bottle with some good disinfectant. Soap will also do. Dry it in sun and then use it for further propagation. So thank you friends. There's a lot which can be told you about the propagation of plants in water. Some other time I will definitely tell you more about propagating plants in water. I hope you liked the video. I hope you enjoyed my presentation. See you in the next video. Bye.